I don't know how to pronounce the company, so I'm going to spell out their name. Could be a beard. I'm sorry. Really, hopefully, it'll look very neat. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm making the JW PEI Gabby Bag. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't really have much to say for this intro, but it is almost the holidays, so this could be a great bag to make for yourself or someone in your life. So if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my social medias, and let's get into it. Okay, I'm trying to make, for this week's video, a purse. I don't know how to pronounce the company, so I'm going to spell out their name. JW PEI. I figured I would film this because I was just playing around, so I kind of drew out, this is a cut-off post-it note. I drew out the shape of the bag, and then all of these lines are the pleats, because there's pleats in the front, or at least there's, I don't know, it's like bunching pleats, I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is cut this out and then cut down and expand it to see, and I'm just gonna expand the big darts, so the longest lines, because I think there's just gonna be extra bunching at the end anyways, and see if that gives me an idea for the pattern. Okay, so stretched out, this is kind of a mess. It kind of roughly looks like this. So I drew this, so ideally I think when those pleats are added, it'll bring these top pieces closer together to give more of that shape of the bag. Okay, so I made a paper prototype using this shape, and I pretty much cut that shape out of an entire piece of construction paper. And then I made some pleats, and I could be a beard, I'm sorry. And then I just made some pleats and folded it in, and it definitely gives the shape of the bag, which is what we're going for. So I'm going to probably draft this a little bit, probably on something a little bit bigger, like a piece of newspaper, and because this is not the size I want, this is the size of my head, very small, I couldn't even fit my phone. Draft a pattern with this shape again on a bigger piece of paper, and then cut it out in the fabric. Okay, so I did a different prototype, and I'm about to show you. I'm about to make the pattern. So instead of just having it rounded, I don't really know how to describe it, so I'll show that in a second, but this kind of looks more so like the bag, and then I'm gonna use the dimensions from the website. Roughly, I might extend some stuff a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the pieces. So I didn't want to make piping, but I just decided I would anyways, and I'll just see how it looks. So you take some twine or whatever you have. There's Blaze, who looks like she's gonna get into something, and then you pretty much just wrap it around so it creates that little like tube, and then sew it against there, and then sandwich it into where you're sewing it. Okay, so I have the middle part right sides together with like the purse part and with the piping sandwiched in between. So I'm going to film it, or I'm gonna go ahead and sew it, and I'm gonna try to film it, but it might be an awkward camera angle because I have another sewing machine. I thrifted this one like a really long time ago. I got it at Goodwill for $11, and on impulse I bought it despite, well, this was before this one was mine. This was still like our family sewing machine. But it didn't work, and I figured that the sewing machine timing was off, but I didn't really know how to fix it. Like, I googled it some and stuff, but like I just wasn't really for sure. And since moving, there's this fabric store that I went to, and they had a ton of like old like metal machines, and I was like, I think they might do sewing machine repair. And so I took it to them, and within minutes the guy had fixed the timing, so now it works. And I feel like it's really good since this is like 3 layers of like pretty like thick fabric. So also, I am using the zipper foot so I can get as close to the piping as I can, so it looks really, hopefully, it'll look very neat. Yeah, so I just wanted to explain that. Okay, so I have a flight that leaves, or that I have to leave for in an hour, so I'm gonna try to do as much sewing on this bag as I can. I know. Anyway, so I might not show that much of it and just narrate what I'm doing, but I have this piece that I traced out, which is what the bag looks like in its final shape with the pleats, and I'm going to trace that onto some lining fabric and sew that together, also with like a middle piece, and then also on the gusset. Yeah. So for the gusset, I'm not doing it correctly. I cut out a rectangle. There's this whole thing. I don't have the time, nor do I actually have to. I have the zipper. What I'm gonna do is flip this over, flip the zipper right sides down, sew it in the middle. I have the zipper foot on, and then I will I will cut a little thing on the other side so the zipper is exposed. Okay, this is kind of a mess because I have to get ready and leave. I flipped the entire bag inside out through the zipper, and now I'm going to sew right sides together this side with this part. Okay, so I made 2 strips. I'm going to sew these together, and this is going to be like the base of the handle, and then I have this long strip that I'm going to fold in half and then flip inside out and scrunch it to fit over this, and then attach that to the bag. Okay, so I figured out a way to do the scrunch, so I'm gonna get ready and show you that. To explain that last clip a little bit better, for the scrunch part of the bag, I did that piece that was 2 pieces sandwiched together. I put a ruler between that, and then I put the long piece over it, and then I just scrunched it until I got to the other end. And since it's not like a super firm fabric, I put a clip on the end so it wouldn't get lost, and then I just stuck it in the bag and sewed it. So now I'm going to do the little thing to cover that, and the bag will be done. Okay, so I have these 2 pieces, so I'm going to